Hey everybody, Rorree here with the Goddess Isis Coven. Today I was asked to speak with everybody about ways to release stress and things surrounding that. So for those of you who haven't caught the ones before this one, we are in story time and I am Isis. I'm the reincarnation of Isis as a human in this lifetime. All right, so I want to start by sharing a story. I'm going to put the little clicker down. I want to start by sharing a story of how I released struggle once. All right, so I was in a network marketing program. I started network marketing in 1998. And I was in a program and I was going for the top levels because I love rising to the top in everything that I do. So I was striving for the top levels. And at that time, in that particular company, it was called executive director. And for executive director, you'd have to meet this qualification and you'd have to meet it every month. So that means that you and your team had to be productive every month. So you not only had to know how to sell, you had to know how to recruit, and you had to know how to train and help people to be successful. So I really like that about the business because in order for me to be successful, I had to help other people become successful as well. And it was very challenging because not everybody is able to multitask and to do everything. Some people were great at selling. Some people were great at recruiting. Some people were great at training, but not everybody was great at all three. So it was a lot. So anyway, I'm not talking about network marketing and how you be successful at that. I'm going to talk to you about how I dropped the struggle. All right. So it was me and a bunch of guys all the time because at that time there were very few women that would make it to the top. So I had reached that level of executive director, but I didn't have it in a strong way. I was struggling to keep it. So every month I was like, oh my gosh, we need more sales, And so every month I would do my part. I'd help the team do their part. And we would be crossing the finish line like by the skin of our necks, right? And so every month I would meet with the guys and we would sit around like round table and discuss if we made our goal or if we hadn't and what we were going to do to ensure that we make the goal and who could we work on. So we would have like a strategy session every month. If some of us were lacking or whatever. So we'd have this strategy session. And every month I do it, and most months I would hit the goal, but it would be a struggle. It would be so much stress. And I was like, wow, this is not fun. And at the same time, I was learning a lot of personal development. I was learning a lot of business development and learning a lot about myself. And what I knew was that it was my desire to manifest with ease and grace, not with struggle. And this struggle just kept being there. And so one day I decided I'm not going to be a struggleaholic anymore. I'm done. I am done. I don't care if I achieve that level. If I don't achieve the level, I'll just do what I need to do to still earn the income, but I'll still help everybody. I'll still do everything, but I'm releasing the struggle. So I dropped the struggle and I didn't make $1 out of 15 cents at the end of this one particular month. So when we're having our round table, me and the fellas, I share with them, I'm not struggling anymore. I'm releasing this because I'm not operating in what I teach. I teach something different than what I'm doing. And I share with them that if, I felt like a dog chasing his tail and never catching it. I just felt like I was on this hamster wheel, this big struggle thing. And like, when was it going to change? And so I told the guys, I said, you know what? Every month I am here and I'm releasing this and I'm going to allow this level to come to me. I'm going to release the struggle and allow executive director to come to me with ease. I'm going to do the little things every day in a great way. And I'm releasing all this drama because it doesn't make me feel good. It's making me not like the business anymore. So I shared that with them, and they were disappointed because every month it was hustle. Let's do it. And I wasn't quitting. I just was releasing the struggle. And so one thing that was helpful to me in releasing the struggle was I had to release looking at my numbers, looking at my genealogy report, which was something I did daily because I'm a planner. I plan, do, review. And in part of my planning, I need to see where we are so I can see who I need to help today. And I need to see where I am so I can do what I need to do. So what I did was I kept track of my personal sales, and that was it. And I knew what my personal sales had to be in order for me to have the income that I desired to have. And I helped my whole team. And I also didn't look at my bank account. I did not check my bank account because I knew that if I did these sales, then the bills are covered. Everything is covered. The mortgage is covered. The bills are covered. Everything's covered. So I didn't look at the bank account. And this went on, this went on for 8 months. So for 8 months, I did not one time look at my bank statement to see how much money I had. I did not look at my genealogy structure, and I did not meet with the fellas at the end of the month trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, trying to get enough numbers there to qualify for that position. So now, one day, 8 months later, I had to check my bank account for something. I had to. And so when I called, I was like, what? I think it was like $8,000 something dollars in there. And I was like, where'd that come from? Because, I after all the bills are paid, I had that much money? Really? And so I was just like, oh. And so it made me take a look at my genealogy structure. I was like, maybe I hit my level and I didn't know it. And I didn't hit my level, but I was very close. Like that previous month, I think I might have been like maybe 3 memberships away from meeting my goal. And I was like, wow, if I'd have been paying attention, I'd have met with the fellas to try to figure out how we going to do that. But I didn't do that because I didn't know. And then that next month, I hit the level and I never missed it again because we were now ready for that level. Not just me, my team was ready for that level. And that's what I had to do to have the success and have it without struggle. And then after that, I soared to the top. I was at the platinum level in no time. One of my goals was to consistently make at least $12,000 a month, and I hit that goal. But I mean, there were years, like 2 years, where my goal was to be at $10,000 a month. And I used to say this every morning till I'd get mad at the goal. And then when I stopped paying attention to it and I just focused on the main things, the goal came to me. So I want to encourage you all to drop your struggle. Figure out what that looks like for you. If you're in my community, you can talk to me. We have live sessions all the time. And if you want a private, you can go to goddessisiscoven.com and check us out. I do private sessions, but on your own, you know what you can do. You know what you have to do to drop the struggle, and that will drop the stress. So I'm going to end on that note.